So let's double check to see if I'm actually streaming here.
Okay. Wiener, 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 wiener.
Oh, yeah.
Penis.
Okay, we are live.
Yo,
We are live. We are live, guys.
okay.
Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred today and years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The source of this information comes from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, and the website onthisday.com. For links to the sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the box below. Anyway, I am once again by the great mighty Afro.
Luck.
And in the audience today, I have Mr. Hawk and the great Spike Verde. Anyway, on with the show. Today is Freya's Day, aka Friday, January 21st, 2022. Mr. Lunk, take it away.
Okay. Oops, I didn't go to the script. I'm here by the script. It's 763, following the Battle of Barhama between Alid and Basad near Kufa. The Alid rebellion ended with the death of Iram, brother of Izal Usa. Ooh.
That's an unfortunate loss, yeah. Moving on up.
That's a fucking mouthful.
Yeah, it was. A lot of what's the word? Like, not prehistorical, but biblical names in there. You know, Ibrahim, stuff like that.
That's why I'm scared to read the Bible, because, I mispronounce the word, I'm going straight to hell or something.
Moving on up about 300 years in 1077, German King Henry IV petitioned Pope Gregory VII for forgiveness. I wonder what he did, though.
Excuse me, man. It was a prank, bro.
It was a prank, bro. What did he do? Road to Canossa. The tale, Walk to Canossa, the tale of an emperor and a pope. Alright. So, I gotta look into this, and I'm gonna save this for the underbar for later. Moving on up. In 1276, French Cardinal Pierre de Tarentaise was elected head of the Catholic Church and took the name of Pope Innocent V. Oh.
Not Pope Innocent.
Yeah,
no Pope is innocent.
They're nowhere near fucking innocent.
No. Mr. Lump, do you want to take 1287, please?
Yes, I will take 1287. In 1287, the Treaty of San Agaiz is signed. Majorca is conquered by King Alphonse III of Aragon.
Mr. Spike, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, 1324, Zen Buddhist religious debate between Tendai and Shingon.
Moving on up to 1522, Head Inquisitor Adrian Flores Boyens was elected Pope. More Pope elections. The last one was a couple hundred years. Mr. Lunk?
Yeah. And also, well, in 1525, the Swiss Anabaptist movement is born when Conrad Gabriel Felix Mons, George Baroque, and a dozen others baptized each other in the home of man's mothers in Zurich, breaking 1,000 years tradition of church and state union. Wow.
1,000 years is nothing to blow a nose at.
Waterboarding for Christ. That's all baptism is. Getting waterboarded by Christ.
Oh yeah, that's right. Baptism, yeah. Mr. Spike?
The Swiss one?
No, 1535.
Well, following the affair of placards, the French king lead an anti-Protestant procession through Paris.
Oh. So, more anti-religious movements and such going on. Moving on up 7 years, in 1542, English Parliament passed a bill of attainder against Queen Catherine Howard.
Mm.
Next.
Yeah.
That's you.
In 1549, Act of Uniformity passed by the English Parliament requiring clergy to requiring clergy to use the Book of Common Prayer.
So, a law within the religious sect requiring them to
Oh,
use a certain
Common Prayer.
manuscript.
If there are, if there are, an uncommon, rare, super rare, and ultra rare prayer.
Hmm. One would
Mhm.
assume.
That was a joke,
1664. Uh, Count Miklos what is it?
Reading,
Zrinyi
Hmm.
Dixon reading.
sets out battle Turkish invasion army.
So they're trying to defend themselves. Moving on up
Yep.
to 1677, the first medical publication in America, a pamphlet on smallpox, was published in Boston. That's interesting.
Yep.
Wow. Watch out for them smallpox.
Yep. Also in 1720, Sweden and Prussia signed the Treaty of Stockholm, ending hostilities between them during the Great Northern War.
There's been a lot of wars throughout history. Like, I haven't even
Wars
scratched
come
the
and
surface
go.
with them. Like, they're everywhere. Actually, I
Well,
think,
most of them were battles. Some of them were wars.
Wars come and go, but my soldiers remain the same.
yeah.
Ah.
I
Moving
just
on
quoted
up.
Tupac.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
1732. Russia and Persia signed Treaty of Versailles. Reisha?
Russia.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
it. Russia.
Russia.
Riasha.
Russia. Moving on up to 1749, the Teatro Filarmonico in Verona was destroyed by a fire as a result of a torch being left behind in the box of a nobleman after a performance. This particular structure was later to be rebuilt in 1754.
Right.
Stupid noblemen leaving their damn lit candles behind like a bunch of noobs.
Also, in 1774, Abdul Hamid I became Sultan of the Ottoman Empire and capital of Islam.
Nice. Yeah, the Ottoman
Yeah.
Empire lasted for quite some time and ended fairly recently at the end of the First World War.
Yep.
Mr. Spike? Moving on up to 1789, the first American novel, The Power of Symphony of the Triumph of Nature, Founded in Truth by William Hill Brown, was printed in Boston. Cool. I gotta get myself a copy of that, dude. That sounds amazing. Mr. Lund, next.
Yeah. Also in 1793, Prussia and Russia signed pardon Separation Treaty dividing Poland.
Poor Poland.
They got a divorce.
Poland always getting the shit end of the stick historically.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You want to take 1793, the second one, Louis the 16th?
Yeah. Louis the 16th of France executed by guillotine in Paris following the conviction for high treason by the newly created French Parliament Convention Nationale during the French Revolution.
Dang.
Damn.
Man,
Damn.
that guy.
You had a beheading, dog.
That guy done gone lost his head.
That's the way to get ahead. That's not a way to get ahead in life.
Okay, Austin. Moving on up to 1813, the first reference to pineapple cultivation in Hawaii in dairy entry by Francisco de Paula Marin. So, pineapple.
Yeah.
For those of you who like pineapple on pizza, like me.
What the hell?
Hey!
I'm joking. I'm joking. I eat
Exactly.
that too. I eat
I
other
was
Hawaiian
like,
people.
traitor! Do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, man. I'll take the next one. 1818. Keith writes a poem on the lock of Milton hair.
Or you could write a fucking poem on a lock. They see
Uh,
Yeah.
they got a picture of that,
on
man.
the lock
Well,
of
I doubt
Milton's
it.
hair?
1818.
No, the poem's name is On the Lock of Milton's Hair.
Oh, the name is
Yeah.
called that.
Yeah, it wasn't physically written on a hair. But no, like the other 1813 Spaniard Don Francisco de Paula y Marin planted coffee in Hawaii, the first record of coffee growing in Hawaii. So not only pineapple, but coffee in Hawaii.
Good.
Yeah, I want to taste Hawaiian coffee.
That sounds amazing. Mr. Spike, you want to take 1821?
Yeah, 1821. Paramaribo. What was it? Paramaribo. Sunrise catches fire. Oh, wait. Suriname. Paramaribo, Suriname catches fire. 4 die.
Dang.
Damn.
What is that? Suriname. I've seen that floating around. Like,
I think Southeast
Paramaribo.
Asia.
Paramaribo.
yeah. Why is
Paramaribo,
my internet
Suriname.
so slow today? Come on, Google work. Screw Google. Oh, okay, here we go. Hold on. Oh, it's the capital city of Suriname on the banks of the Suriname River. But where is that? What country? Oh, Suriname. So Suriname is between Guyana and French Guiana in South America.
Oh.
I had no idea. So wow. Yeah, there's 35 countries in between North and South America, Suriname being one of them. Moving on up to 1830 in Portsmouth, Ohio, African Americans forcibly deported. Oh, that's sad.
God damn. Ohio. You had one thing and you fucked it up.
Well,
Oh well, yeah. That's life.
anyway, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, I'll take the next one. 1846, the first edition of Charles Dickens' newspaper, the Daily News. Okay. Also, that's together, right?
Yeah.
Jefferson Davis of Mississippi and 4 other Southern senators resigned. U.S. Civil War.
Yeah.
They can suck a dick.
Yeah, dude. Like, didn't we report yesterday that
Yep.
that
A
guy?
black man took his place.
Yeah, because he still had some time left in his on his seat, so they replaced him with a guy who looked like Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Mr. Spike, do you want to take 1854?
Yeah, just got back. Yeah, the RMS Tyler sunk off Lambay Island on her maiden voyage from Liverpool, Australia, with great loss of life.
Dang.
Oh, shrimp suck.
We have 1861 during the Civil War. Jefferson Davis once again resigned from the United States Senate. Man, that guy is just a quitter, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a quitter. He's a fucking bitch. I mean, yeah, he's a bitch.
Yep.
He's a punk ass bitch.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
You want to take the next one?
Yes, they will. Also, in 1863, the city of Dublin leased part of Cattle Market for 100,000 years.
If we're still eating cattle in 100,000 years, we did something wrong. You know, by then we should have space meat. You
We
know,
should have futuristic spam.
futuristic spam, future spam, fam. I'm gonna eat some fam. Wait a minute.
Plan. Buy fantastic plan. Buy fantastic plan.
Mr.
Buy
Spike,
fantastic plan.
Yeah.
you want to take 1864 here?
Yeah. 1864, the was it the
Taronga.
Taran Taronga
Turn.
campaign of New Zealand war begins.
Hmm.
Ooh. Holy war.
Moving on up 10 years into 1874, Franz Grillparzer's Libusa premiered in Vienna. Libusa. That sounds like some kind of slang for a naughty body part. Like, yo,
Libusa.
did you check out that Libusa? It was hella tight.
Yeah. Also, 6 years later in 1808, the first U.S. disposal system separate from storm drains in Memphis, Tennessee.
Cool.
Hopefully, they can use that to drain the swamp.
Well, the swamp's nowhere near Tennessee. Well, they're kind of close, I guess. What, 1,000 miles? Somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Spike,
What up?
you want to take the next one?
Yes, sir. Let's see. Where we on?
1887,
18
amateur.
Yeah, 1887.
18
87, amateur.
Amateur Athletic Union AAAU forms.
Nice.
They got a union? What the fuck?
Apparently. Do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. 1887, Brisbane receives a daily rainfall of 4,605. Wait, 465 millimeters, 18 inches, 18.3 inches. A record of any Australian capital city. God damn, 18 inches?
Dang, that's a lot. That's like,
That's 2 feet.
that's, like this?
Let me put the chat.
Almost 2 feet.
Is there
Like a foot
somebody in
and a
chat?
quarter. Foot and 3/4.
There's someone in chat? There is nobody
No,
in chat.
I'm looking at chat right now.
I have it up here too.
I'm
Show us the
still
link. Show us the link.
The link?
Yeah, in case people on the stream.
What are you talking? Oh, yeah, hold on a second.
I'm still waiting to be called an insane.
Copy link. An Insanopath?
I'm just waiting for for the person to pop up. Oh no,
Oh, no.
it's it's phone time at the state asylum again.
Yep. Moving on up to 1890, the first issue of Propria Cures, Amsterdam Student Weekly newspaper. Pretty cool. And we have 1893, Taddy Concessions Land, formerly part of Matabeleland, formerly annexed to the Buchananland Protectorate, which is now Botswana.
Damn.
Mr. Lunk, do you want to take 1894?
Yes, 1984,
1894.
1894. Yeah. Also in 1894, Oscar Frederskin skates world record 500 meters in. They don't show.
Yeah, I guess some of the things you link over don't fully send. Because I copy and paste everything that you send.
Yeah.
So-
Oh. Okay.
Well, let's see here. We can look this up. 500 meters, 1894. That's the wrong tab. Here we go. 1894. 47.8 seconds.
Oh damn, that's the 500 meters for 400. Damn.
47.8 seconds. That's pretty quick. Mr. Spike, you want to take 1899?
1899. Yep. 1899.
Yep.
Opel manufactures its first automobile. Opel?
Opel.
Opel?
Audible.
Opel, yeah. I have a picture of it on my stream here.
Damn, those are ancient.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
1899, dude. Like, that's 123 years ago.
Yo, that's a steam powered one, right? When you crank it.
I don't know. Let me see here. Opel 1899. Opel patent motor car. First car from the German automobile Opel. Only 65 vehicles produced from 1899 to 1902. It's not telling. Engine is an auto engine. 3.5 horsepower. Whoa. We have a badass over here.
Yes,
Look
they
at
do.
that. Anyway, Moving on up to 1900, the second contingent of Canadian troops sailed from Halifax to fight in South Africa against the Boers. So I assume one of the Boer Wars. 1903, Mr. Lunk, that's yours?
Oh, hell yeah. Also, 3 years later, in 1903, Harry Houdini escaped from Calvin Maasdijk police station in Amsterdam.
That reminds me, have you seen that one video of the guy who just jumps out of the window in a police station and books it?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Do you want to get the next 1903 as well? I'm thinking about just giving the years to people. So if you have multiple things, that's just all yours.
Yeah. Also in 1909, 1903, International Theater Majestic Park opens up at Columbus Circle, NYC.
Wow. Mr. Spike, what happened in 1904?
1904. Leo's Janik. Janek. Genesec. Yeah, that thing is that. Leo Genesec Opera Genufa premieres in Bruno.
Ooh.
Blue.
You know, we're always reporting on these operas and such. It's really making me want to go see them. You know? Because there's nothing better than culture. Moving on up
about that futuristic opera.
Chicken nuggets.
Moving on up about 3 years, 1907, Stanley Cup Hockey, Montreal Arena, Westmount, Quebec, Canada. Kenora Thistles of Ontario beat Montreal Wanderers 8-6 for 12-8 aggregate challenge series victory. I don't know what the second part meant, but whatever.
I don't know. Also,
you get another double one here, sir.
Okay. 1 year later, in 1908.
Yep.
August Sternberg, Folkenen premieres in Stockholm. Same year, same day, Sullivan Ordinance is passed in New York City, making it illegal for women to smoke in public areas. It was vetoed 2 weeks later by Mayor George B. McLean Jr.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Making it illegal.
Yeah. To smoke. For women to smoke in public.
Yeah, Lunk, when you said illegal, you cut out for the ill part. So you said making it legal, it sounded like. But for anyone listening, it's illegal.
Sorry about that.
So
illegal.
And thankfully it was vetoed 2 weeks later, so yeah.
Here's women in 1907. Smoking a secret.
Yeah.
Right.
Behind the dumpster.
Probably smoking something else, man. I don't know.
Like the movement, man. Like
1910, British-Russian military intervention in Persia.
Ooh. British and Russian. So that's interesting. What was going on in Persia in 1910? You know what? Let's see here.
Probably the start to World War One.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
Military intervention.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and accept your guess because my internet's being slow today. Moving on up to 1911, the first Monte Carlo rally took place.
Ooh.
Do they have Monte Carlos?
Monte Carlo is like a
place.
It's like an Italian place or something. I don't know. Somewhere in Europe.
It's in Europe.
But it's part of it's part of Europe's form of NASCAR. So, but it's a lot more classy.
Monte Carlo's actually a car, man. It's a badass car.
No, the Monte Carlo is not a car. It's it's a race thing. You know what? Let me.
No, I mean it's also a car later on, but yeah, right there, probably talking about Ferrari races and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, your turn, sir. Spike.
Who?
Spike.
Oh.
Okay.
Was it after Monte Carlo, right?
Yeah.
1913. Aristide Briand.
Yeah,
Aristide Briand forms French government for the second time.
Ooh. So there we go. The French constantly reforming their governments. Constantly.
After destroying them.
What?
After destroying their own damn government.
Yeah. See, the thing is that my theory is that the French are so damn powerful that they have to nuke themselves just to make sure that the rest of the world survives.
They're
Otherwise,
like, off with their heads.
yeah, yeah, like they realize that they, as a people, they're just too powerful. So they just have to eat each other. Mr. Lunk, I accidentally misplaced you and Spike, so you go next, and then me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also in 1950, well, 2 years later, in 1915, Kiwanis International, founded in Detroit.
What is Kiwanis International?
Iwanese.
I'm guessing the airport.
Uh, Kiwanis International is an international service club founded in Detroit, Michigan. It is headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana, and is found in more than 80 nations and geographic areas.
What the fuck?
Okay.
But what does it do?
I mean, fudge? What the fudge?
What the fuck? Well, you can swear. I don't care. As long as it's not like obscene. Moving on up to 1919, Irish Militant Nationalist Party Sinn Féin created its own parliament in Dublin and declared Ireland independent of Great Britain, sparking the Irish War of Independence. Now, I have a tie-in right here, and it's the same exact thing, but it was worded so differently that I have to read this like from both sources, the same article. A revolutionary Irish parliament was founded and declared the independence of the Irish Republic. One of the first engagements of the Irish War of Independence took place. So, like, it's the same thing, but it's worded so drastically differently that I couldn't really tie the two in together because I'm an idiot. Mr.
How
Lump.
bigger idiot? Yeah. Also, in well, 3 years later, 1921, British crime writer Agatha Christie published her first novel, The Mysterious Affair at Dyke, introducing her Hercule Poirot.
The character Hercule Poirot? Poirot?
Poirot.
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 Poirot. Oh, here we go. Mr. Spike, you get to talk about Uncle Vladdy.
Who?
Uncle Vladdy.
Vladimir Lenin.
Oh man, really? We got Vladimir? Oh, dog.
He was actually
1924, Vladimir Lenin's? Vladimir Lenin's.
Lenin.
Vladimir Lenin's testament is handed over to the Communist Party. It calls for changes in the Soviet government structure and citizens Joseph Stalin, Leon Trotsky, and other members.
Yeah, Stalin and Trotsky.
Crazy fuckers.
Yeah, Stalin, the history of the early USSR, Vladimir Lenin obviously started the whole thing, and then he actually, made Joseph Stalin into, this, nothing burger of a position. Like, he put him into a nothing burger of a position and stuff, but then, after he died, the way things all were planned out, Stalin's nothing burger actually gave him the authority to alter things. It's a crazy story. Look it up. There's a video about it. But he ultimately then was the only one who had power after Lenin's death. So he manipulated everything to just weasel his way into complete lordship.
Power.
Yeah, it was insane. And then obviously, as people know, he eventually got rid of Trotsky and all that stuff. I think Trotsky, didn't he run away to Brazil or something, and then he got assassinated, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Moving on up to 1925, Albanian Parliament announced itself a republic with Ahmed Zogoy as president.
Damn. Also, 1 year later, in 1926, Belgium Parliament accepts the Carrios Treaty.
Now, what are the Locarno treaties?
Yeah.
I really wish my internet wasn't so laggy tonight. It's windy.
It happens.
Yeah.
Even, top TV, top TV networks have technical difficulties.
The Locarno Treaties marked a dramatic improvement in the political climate of Western Europe in 1925 to 30. There were 7 agreements negotiated in Locarno, Switzerland, during 5 to 16th of October in 1925. and officially signed on London of the 1st of December, in which the First World War, Western Europe, blah blah blah. This was after the wars, so yeah, this is more Reformation and figuring things out type of things. Mr. Spike. Moving on up to 1927, the first national opera broadcast from a U.S. opera house, Faust, Chicago. Mr. Lunk?
Yes. What year?
1929.
29? Okay. Also in 1929, Robert Sheriff's Journey's End premieres in London. Wow.
Interesting.
Last name. Alright, Sheriff.
Sheriff. Spike, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Do you want to take 1930? Oh, look at that. Sports.
Yep. 1930, Boston Bruins become the first NHL history to score 100 goals in a season in a 5-1 win over Chicago Boston Garden. Cooney Whalen scores Bruins' 100th goal in their 26th game of the year.
Nice. Moving on up to 1931, Sir Isaac Isaacs was sworn in as the first Australian-born Governor-General of Australia.
Oh,
Those silly Aussie-landers.
Isaac Isaacs.
Isaac Isaacs.
That's a fucking name for you.
Yeah. You want to take 32 here?
Yes, I want to take 32. Finland and the Soviet Union signed a non-aggression treaty.
Ooh.
Non-aggression treaty?
Yeah.
Mm.
Finland and the Soviet Union, I think... Oh yeah, they signed a non-aggression treaty, and then the Soviet Union went ahead and invaded them anyway during the Winter War. Remember that?
We had our fingers crossed.
Yeah. Mr. Spike, 1934.
Yeah. 1934, Parisian. What is it? Persian?
Parisian.
Parisian.
Oh, Parisian. Yeah, Paris, like Parisian. Parisian baker and student of medieval life, Henry
Lettieri?
Lettieri appears in court charged with forcing his adulterous wife, Juliet, to wear a chastity belt, having committed the same offense in 1932. He was sentenced to 3 months in prison and fined 50 francs for cruelty to his wife.
Oh my
God
god!
damn.
Jeez.
They still use chastity belts in 1934. Goddamn.
Dude, yeah, them for a long time.
You know, I would look up right now how long chastity belts have been on, but I'm pretty sure that's like against YouTube guidelines. I don't want to push the envelope too much, so moving on up to 1935, we have 12 inches, which is 30.5 centimeters of rain fell
Goddamn.
on Quinault's RS, Washington State record. Ooh, Washington State, 12 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain for like a day. Oh. Also, in 1935, WFI.
They were using
What?
They were using chastity belts since the 15th century.
Oh my
damn.
god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Holy shit! And they still use them today, bro.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, disgusting fucking Catholics probably.
Yeah.
I guess for a rating prop, that'd be dope. Like wearing a chastity belt and a lot.
I don't need a chastity belt. The power of animating God is on my side to keep my virginity safe and secure.
No, I'm saying like yeah, like if you wanted to do like a little thing for like a wedding, I guess that's cool. But other than that, I don't see no reason for that shit.
Yeah, even for a wedding, it's still fucking disturbing.
I know. Also in 1935, WFI-AM in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania merged with WLIT as WFIL, which is now WEAZ. So,
Yeah.
radio stations can't figure out what they want to call themselves.
AM radio, yeah.
Yeah. And third article for 1935, the Wilderness Society was founded by conservationists. Well, I mean, you know, who else would found that? That's no duh, but okay. Mr. Lunk, 1938.
Yeah, also, well, 3 years later, 1938, the Dutch government starts obligatory employment insurance.
Obligatory unemployment.
Oh yeah, obligatory.
Yeah, unemployment insurance. So,
What the
huh.
hell is obligatory?
Obligatory means like like obliged, like forced to, like you are obliged to do this, like obligated. Um, so obligation unemployment insurance. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I know I can figure this out. Dutch government starts obligatory unemployment insurance. Okay, so like insurance for unemployment mandate. Okay, I guess.
But how are you gonna get insurance if you're unemployed? What the fuck?
Uh, you go off
That's crazy.
like state things like Medi-Cal, you know,
I don't
like
think they had
state.
Medical back then, man.
Well, not Medi-Cal, but like like something like it,
Something similar.
state-sponsored insurance, poor people insurance. Do you want to take 1940?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Spike.
Yeah.
I'll take the 41s.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
then Lunk 40.
1940. Well, 2 years later, in 1940, French correspondents in the Netherlands objected to censorship.
Ooh, that's not nice.
Damn. Hell no.
1941, sparked by the murder of a German officer in
Bucharest.
Bucharest, Romania. Bucharest, Romania. The day before the murders of the Iron Guard engaged in a rebellion and a pogrom using deaths of 125 Jews and 30 of the Iron Guard.
Dang.
Oh,
I think that ties in with this next one here.
oh shit! There's like 5 of them.
Oh yeah.
1941, anti-Jewish measures in Bulgaria. 1941, first commander extraction of magnesium from seawater, Freeport, Texas.
Commercial.
1941, Australia British troops attack Tobruk, Libya.
Yep.
And 1940, damn, there was a lot of shit that happened. 1941, British Communist newspaper Daily Worker banned. Oh shit!
Whoa.
Dang.
Wonder why.
It's
Yeah.
communist.
Yeah. I don't think it
Daily Worker.
takes genius to figure that out. Moving on up to 1942, Bronx magistrate ruled all pinball machines illegal. What?
What
fuck?
the?
What?
In the
They
Bronx?
they
Bronx?
must have been losing.
let me look
Must
it
have
up.
been dealing drugs right there.
Why
son.
was this a thing? Well, while my computer's figuring that out.
People
Uh,
were raging.
Also in 1942, Count Basie recorded 1 o'clock jump. Whatever that is.
Ooh.
That time, America outlawed pinball.
America did? It was only New York, right?
Um, well, we'll see
This is Bronx.
once the link loads. Third article in 1942, Tito's partisans occupy Foca.
Damn.
Now let's see here.
Oh yeah, the guy from Yugoslavia.
So let's see here. March 6, 1948, the New York City patrolman in plain clothes entered a cigar store on 106th Street in East Harlem and dropped a penny into a machine called the Marvel Pop-Up. He pulled back the game's plunger and launched a small steel ball into play, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he won a free play. Having... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. The silver orb danced around, blah, 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 blah. His first 5 shots ended in frustration, but the 6th try proved lucky as the metallic pellet landed in a hole that won him a free play. Having finally made the shot, the patrolman placed the cigar store's owner into handcuffs and arrested him for unlawful possession of a gambling machine. Oh, because it was considered gambling.
Fuck?
Yeah, it was considered gambling because technically you spend money to play it, and if you get a free round, then you win a free something, which is like gambling in a very technical, basic sense. So,
Oh, of course, that's Great Depression type shit.
stupid type shit.
He literally went in there and fucking proved that it's illegal, and then that's fucked up, bro.
It is. Mr. Lunk, do you want to take 1942s? Or 1943, sorry.
Yeah, I'll take 1943. 1 year later, in 1943, Soviet forces reconquer Voronezh. Also, Soviet forces reconquer Gromuk Airport near Stalingrad.
Sounds like Stalingrad had two airports.
Yeah. Also, in 1943, Admiral Sir Andrew Cunningham, Royal Navy, promoted to Admiral of the Fleet.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Spike.
1944, 447 German bombers attacked London.
Oof.
Also in 1944, 649 British bombers attacked Magdeburg.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
They started bombing everywhere.
Fuck you even harder with like 202. Dude, 202 more bombers. To Poppy, are you here?
Yeah, I'm just listening. I don't
Okay,
Okay.
I
take
don't
it
feel
easy,
that
man.
great.
You're still sick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it easy, man.
Welcome to Otro Día
Yeah.
en la Historia, güey.
Yeah. Moving on up to 1945, British troops landed on Ramree near the coast of Burma.
Wow.
Your turn. Monk.
Yeah. 1 year later, 1946, Nellie Bay opens up at Dolby Theater in New York City for 16 performances.
That's,
That's not that's not much
No, it's not. Like, it seems like
compared
a
to
lot.
the one that you
was.
did last week, like 843 to
Yeah, it was like a lot. Mr. Spike?
The flag of Quebec was adopted and flown for the for
1947.
1946.
the day. Then was marked. Oh shit, my bad. 1947. Sweetheart opens up in Sherbert Theater in NYC for 288 performances.
There we go. That's a better
Damn.
number.
That's,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Moving on up
That's
to
almost a
1940.
whole year.
Yeah. Moving on up to 1948, the flag of Quebec was adopted and flown for the first time over the National Assembly of Quebec. The day was then marked annually as Quebec Flag Day. Interesting.
nice.
What does the flag of Quebec
Quebec.
even look like?
It looks like a maple leaf with pancakes.
No, it's
I'm joking.
It's a cross with a fleur de lis or fleur de lures or fleur de whatever.
Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis. French crap. Je crois crap.
Yeah. Chicoquat.
Mr. Lunk, 1950?
Yeah, also in 1950, New York City, New York jury finds former State Department official Alger Hiss guilty of perjury. Man, with a fucking name like that, you would think so.
Yeah, hiss. I once knew some people. Their last name was Hess, and I think that's German.
Is it Hess like Hess once married sex?
No, it's Hess Hess.
Like Hess from She Lab.
I think I don't know the characters' names, other than Murphy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Spike, do you want to take 52, please?
No, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, man. No, I'm fucking with you. 1952, Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal.
Yeah, Jawaharlal Nehru Congress Party wins general election in India.
Nice.
Oh, my bad if I mispronounced that.
That's okay.
No problem.
Eh.
Moving on up 365 days, in 1953, John Foster Dulles was appointed as U.S. Secretary of State.
Nice. Also, 1950. 1 year later, in 1954, first gas turbine automobile exhibited in New York City.
New York City.
New York City. Also, in 1954, the first nuclear-powered submarine USS Nautilus was launched from the Thames River in Gorton, Connecticut, by Mamie Eisenhower, the First Lady of the United States. Damn.
Dude, could you imagine living like Dwight D. Eisenhower's life? You know, all the stuff he did in World War II, then being president, you know, witnessing the birth of the nuclear age, and then, you know, an underwater submersible nuclear-powered vessel. Like, what a wild life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Spike, you get 4 articles here. 1960.
Little Joe 4 suborbital Mercury test reaches 16 kilometers.
Suborbital.
Suborbital
Yeah, like below
Mercury
orbit.
test.
Suborbital, like orbital but before orbit.
Rock falls. Oh, 1960 also rock falls traps 437 at Colebrook, South Africa. 417 die from methane poisoning.
Oh man.
That's a lot of
Ooh.
farts.
Oh. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
might
think.
get a lot of parts.
Yeah.
1960, Little Joe 1B, a Mercury spacecraft lifted off from Wallops Island, Virginia, with Miss Sam, a female Rhesus monkey.
Reese's monkey.
Rhesus
monkey on board.
Rhesus
Man,
monkey.
that fucking monkey was racist.
Damn.
Like they actually fucking sent monkeys up there, like
Oh,
fucking.
yeah, no, of
was it,
course, they sent dogs, they sent
Well, I know
cats.
they did, but damn, like that,
Yeah,
I didn't know there was
yeah.
a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
Russia
no,
sent a
there's
dog in space.
hundreds, dude. Like
It's like, bro,
the United
that's a lot
States
of
sent
fucking-
like what, 12 monkeys into space? You know what? Let me look this up.
like how many monkeys have been in
many-
space?
Yo,
Monkeys.
that reminds me of the Robot Chicken episode, Monkeys in Outer Space.
32 monkeys have been sent to
God
space.
damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
32
That's a lot. I
monkeys.
didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhesus
Monkeys in-
macaques, squirrel monkeys, and pig-tailed monkeys. Chimpanzees as well.
Monkeys in the outer space.
1960, a coal mine collapses in Holy Country, South Africa, killing 435 miners. Damn, African people died.
Yeah.
He
Moving
got
on.
the pain down in Africa.
Yep. Moving on up to 1962, JFK arrived in Uruguay, and also in 1962, snow fell in San Francisco. That's an oddity. You know what? Snow in San Francisco. Snow, San Fran.
Yeah, I know it snows in
62.
Sacramento, but San Francisco should be rare.
Yeah,
San Francisco.
snow.
Yeah,
1962.
I remember when I was a kid, that shit, it snowed one time, like in fucking Los Angeles.
Oh
that
yeah,
shit was like, you'd drive down the freeway and you'd see the fucking snow on the sides and shit.
I think
It was
like
pretty crazy.
17. Yeah, it was like 17 years ago. Like that shit. It was a lot of hail. It wasn't snow, but it was enough hail that I built a snowman.
You mean a hail man?
Yeah, hail man.
Hail man. Mr. Lunk, 64.
Yeah, 2 years later, in 1964, Carl Rowan named U.S. Director of Information Agency.
Director of U.S. Information Agency. Yeah. Mr. Spike?
In 1965, an Iranian premier Hassan Ali Mansour assigned a 17-year-old Mohammed Bakahari, a member of Fadayan-e-Islam.
So this guy got assassinated by a 17-year-old. Sounds a
Yeah.
lot like the Franz Ferdinand incident. Moving on up to 1968, during the Vietnam conflict, the Battle of Quai Sa, one of the most publicized and controversial engagements of the strife, began at the Quai Sa Air Base, as well as a B-52 bomber, in an unrelated event, crashed near Thule Air Force Base, contaminating the area after its nuclear payload ruptured. One of the 4 bombs remains unaccounted for after the cleanup operation was complete. And I wanted to bring this up. How many unaccounted nuclear weapons? Okay, here we go. 6. Since
There's quite a bit. Sorry, go on.
Since 1950, there have been 32 nuclear weapon accidents known as broken arrows. A broken arrow is defined as an unexplained event involving nuclear weapons that result in the accidental launching, firing, detonating, theft, or loss of the weapon. To date, 6 nuclear weapons have been lost and never recovered. That we know of, that they've told us about. You know.
Yeah, for most of them though, they've been lost at sea.
Yeah. but they're still out there somewhere, you know.
Yeah. Unexploded munitions and all kinds of shit.
I know there's one off the coast of Georgia somewhere. So.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Lunk, 1969. Oh,
Yes,
speaking of nuclear.
Speaking of nuclear, 1 year later, in 1969, a partial meltdown at the Lucien nuclear reactor in Switzerland seriously contained the caffeine contained in the reactor. The plant is sealed and decommissioned.
Yeah, contamination, not good.
No.
That's frightening. Oh, it looks like Spike has 2 articles here.
Again?
Yeah.
1968 Vietnam conflict, Battle
71,
of
71,
Quezon.
71.
Oh, 71.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're further up.
Yep.
Alias Smith and Jones premieres on ABC TV. Never heard of it. The currently Emily Moore transmission station, the tallest freestanding structure in the United Kingdom, began transmitting UHF broadcasts. I guess that's like color TV.
I'm not sure. But let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. This is what it looks like. It's a tall tower. And see, here's the thing. There's a difference between the world's largest building, which is currently the Burj Khalifa, and the world's tallest structure. The world's tallest structure is like twice the height of the Burj Khalifa. It's a radio antenna, I think in Poland or something, that collapsed eventually. World's tallest structure. Yeah, for some reason it's saying tallest building, but hold on. Poland radio tower.
Yeah,
I think it was Poland.
They were able to transmit like channel transmissions.
Yeah.
Like high data, ultra frequency.
Warsaw radio mast. Warsaw radio mast. Here's what it looked like. Like, you can barely see it, but it was tall as fuck. Really tall. Moving on to 1972. Assam's northeast frontier agency became Arunachal Pradesh territory, as well as the Belgian government of East Schools formed. Manipur, Meghalaya, and Tripura.
Yo!
What?
You got a comment.
Oh, I do? Got a comment. Yeah, from
asshole.
From Spiker of Idea, which I need to add him as moderator. Boom, there you go, get wrenched. Manipur, 1972, Manipur, Meghalaya, and Tripura became separate states of the Indian Union. And last but not least, in 1972, Mizoram, formerly part of Assam, created an Indian Union territory.
But yeah, the unexplained message put a comment too.
The unexplained. Oh, really?
Yep. I'm paying attention to the chat, and I see it.
Why can't I see it? Yeah.
Don't.
I'll refresh it probably.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
How do I?
Fools are being dicks right now.
They put A.L. Xander loves kids.
They're still on with that stupid shit.
Yeah. Probably some security Tim assholes.
Yeah, no, that's Pickle. Anyway, let's see. Do you want to take 1973, Mr. Lunk?
Yes, I will.
Actually, hold on a second. Let's switch you with Spike. Actually.
Go ahead.
So which one?
1973.
23rd NFL Pro Bowl, Texas Stadium, Irving, Texas. AFC beats NFC 33-28. MVP O.J. Simpson, Buffalo Bills running back.
Yeah. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. I gotta love that O.J. man.
Mr.
Man, he was a good football player.
Yes, he was.
You must have quit.
Yeah. Also in 19. Oh yeah, continue.
Oh no! I was just gonna make a joke. Go on.
Oh, okay. Also, 3 years later, 1976, commercial service for Concorde supersonic travel began with the London, Bahrain, and Paris road routes.
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio.
That
Yeah, that was
supersonic train.
Yeah, no, airplane. This the Concorde.
Oh
Uh,
shit!
the first and only passenger aircraft that broke the sound barrier. You never heard of the Concorde?
Yeah.
Imagine being in that shit. You probably like boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Moving
making
on up.
another plane like that, another passenger plane like the Concorde.
Oh yeah, isn't Branson working on that?
I'm not sure where they're building it. 'Cause I know Russia had their own version of the Concorde that would crash everywhere.
Oh yeah, they tried and they failed. I remember that. Concorde, I think, was
yeah,
French, right?
Yeah, I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up to 1977, U.S. President Jimmy Carter pardoned almost all Vietnam War draft evaders. Almost.
Okay.
Mr. Lunk, do you want to take the 79s here?
Yes, I'll do it at 79. Also, well, 2 years later, 1979, Neptune becomes outmost planet. Pluto moves closer.
No way. What the orbit does that?
Yeah. Also, in 1979, price of gold increased to record 875 troy ounce.
Yes, and a troy ounce, for those of you who do not know, a troy ounce is a unit of measure used for weighing precious metals that dates back to the Middle Ages. Originally used in Troyes, France, 1 troy ounce is equal to 31.1034768 grams, according to the United Kingdom Royal Mint. So, um,
You, you
yeah,
could
I have
turn into
family.
millionaire.
I have family in the precious metal plating business, so they talk about troy ounces and such, often and everything. I'm gonna have to talk to them about this. Be like, hey, do you remember in '79? Like when this hit. Since it's a tie-in, though, Mr. Sowen, you want to take 1980 as well?
Yes, I'll take that. Also, year later in 1980, gold hits record 850 an ounce. Wow.
So it went down, but I think between those 2 years, because of inflation, maybe I'm not sure. I'm not an
I'm
economist,
not
historian.
sure neither.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, it's
Spike.
a real high rate. Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Spike, you want to take 81?
Yes, sir. The production of the iconic DeLorean sports car began in Dunmurry, Northern
Dunmurry.
Ireland, in the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
Wait,
nice.
the DeLorean?
The
The
DeLorean.
GMC DeLorean?
Yeah,
After he got done selling coke,
Future car.
I figured if you're gonna go back in time, you might as well do it in style.
yeah, just with a car full of coke.
Uh,
Marty, no, we gotta go back in time and sell cocaine in Noriega.
Moving on up about 2 years in 1983, President Reagan certified El Salvador human rights abuses had decreased, making country eligible for U.S. military aid. Nice.
Well,
hey, low key, he did synthesize ice back in time.
Yeah. Mr. Lunk, you have you have four
Yeah.
articles here.
I'm ready. 2 years later, in 1985, 19 degrees Fahrenheit, also 28 degrees Celsius.
It's negative.
Caesar's head South Carolina. Oh well, negative. Oh yeah, negative. In Caesar's head, South Carolina state record. Oh, also in 1985, negative 34 degrees. So Fahrenheit, which is 37 degrees. Or
Damn,
negative
that's
37
cold.
degrees Celsius.
That's very
Mount,
cold.
Mi- Mount Mitchell, North
That's
Carolina.
negative 34, bro. God damn.
Also
Yeah.
a fake record. Also in 1985, bomb attack on Borobudur Temple in Java.
Ooh.
And also 1985, Jesse Norman sings simple gifts at the second inauguration of Ronald Reagan in Washington, D.C.
Nice. Mr. Spike, 86.
108. Oh wait, 1986. 100 participate in nude Olympics race in 38 Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius in India.
That's almost
God,
freezing. Like,
man, they were naked running around.
what's freezing? 34?
Look at them nipples.
Moving on up to 1987, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees: The Coasters, Eddie Cochran, Bo Diddley, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Bill Haley, B.B. King, Clyde McPhatter, Ricky Nelson, Roy Orbison, Carl Perkins, Smokey Robinson, Joe Turner, Muddy Waters, Jackie Wilson, Lewis Jordan, T-Bone Walker, Hank Williams, Leonard Chess, Amit Etrigan, Jerry Lieber, and Mike Stoller, and Jerry Wexler.
Damn.
And as well as in 1987, 1988, U.S. accepts immigration of 30,000 U.S. Vietnamese children. Huh. Well, I guess 1987 through 1988. So throughout those 2 years, or I guess that's weird.
Well, I guess they should have done that since we went to war with them.
Mr. Lunk, 89.
Yes. Oh God. 1980. Well, 2 years later, 1989. A woman is assaulted and raped in a room of a Oklahoma football player.
Ooh. That's not good.
Not good at all.
Mr. Spike. Moving on up to 1991, CBS News correspondent Bob Simon and four TV crew were captured and held for 40 days by Iraqis in the Persian Gulf.
Simon, man, Bob Simon.
Simon. Oh, sorry. Bob Simon. I don't know who that
That's
is.
okay.
So
Me neither.
I was only 4 years old when that happened.
I was a kid still.
Yeah. You want to take 92?
No, and for all of a sudden,
And what?
You want to take 92?
it got really windy outside right now. All of a sudden.
Oh yeah, it's been windy
yeah.
over here too.
Also, 1 year later, in 1992, UN serves Libya a resolution to hand over intelligence agents accused of 2 airline bombing.
Dang.
Yeah.
Mr. Spike, you want to take 1993 here?
Yeah, 1993. Nigerian singer Fela Kuti arrested for suspicion of murder.
Dang. Moving on up to 1994, the Dow Jones passed 3,900, which is a record 3,914.20. So, they hit their record. Also in 94, Lorena Bobbitt was found temporarily insane when she cut off her husband's penis. Hey, Stumpy!
In '94, I'm pretty sure you guys remember the earthquake.
Oh, you're talking about the
The Northridge Quake.
Yeah, we actually reported on that a couple days ago.
Man.
That was a couple days ago in 94, right? Like, I was only 6 years old. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
I think my
That shit
dad
was
had, like,
wild.
dropped me off in preschool, and then he heard it on the radio. So,
Yeah, that shit was wild. We got trapped in our house.
oh shit, you were over there?
Yeah. Well, I was close by,
Oh man.
and I got
Yeah, we
it.
felt that bad where your fucking plates were cracking.
Did everybody you know make it out okay?
Yeah, we were good. It's just that we got trapped. And it was like we were battling with the house. That shit was all wild and shaking and fucking boilers falling and
Jesus.
like plates
That's nuts.
were dropping everywhere. We had no light.
Oh yeah, the lights went off for a bit too. Yeah,
Yeah, that shit was
I
wild.
was in LA, dude. That shit, you felt that shit. But damn, if you were more in the valley, whoo.
Dang.
Yeah. That shit was fucking wild, man.
Mr. Sohan, do you want to take 97?
Yeah, I'll take 97. Also, well, 3 years later, in 1997, the U.S. House of Representatives voted 395 to 28 to reprimand Newt Gingrich for ethics violations, making him the first Speaker of the House to be disciplined.
To be so
And
to be so
yeah,
disciplined. So,
to be so disciplined.
yep.
But yeah, it's a dumb thing.
Yep.
He did that shit, but this dumbass wanted to run for president.
Wait, Newt
Yeah, Newt
Gingrich, isn't he the
Gingrich,
guy who looks like a turtle?
pretty much.
Uh,
Yeah, Newt Gingrich. Also, let's see who else. Ron Paul, Mitt Romney running for president against Obama.
uh,
Man, Ron Paul was a shit too. I wish he would have won.
Mr. Lunk, you have another 97 here.
Yeah. Also, in 1997, an inquiry at North Wales names more than 8 child abusers.
80.
I bet, 80 child abusers. I bet one of them is Jimmy Salvo. I'm guessing.
I bet one of them is Pickle.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Dumbass Pickle thinking he can come onto my channel, leave a comment like that.
And then leave like a little bitch.
He must be like a special kind of retard, honestly. Mr. Spike, you have 98.
1988, John Paul II visits Cuba.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show was. I remember seeing that on TV. Everybody was excited.
Yeah. Moving on up to 1999, during the War on Drugs, in one of the largest drug busts in U.S. history, the United States Coast Guard intercepted a ship with over 4,300 kilograms, which is 9,500 pounds of cocaine on board, which is also about the daily recommended dose for Charlie Sheen. But, yeah.
Oh yeah. Guess what else died today? Meatloaf.
Oh, Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Meatloaf?
yeah, dude.
Oh, dude.
Meatloaf and
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson. Yeah, I have Louis in the death section today. I didn't know Meatloaf died as well.
I didn't know
yeah,
either.
Well, rest in peace to both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, man, both of them.
Mr. Lunk,
They're
the year 2000.
legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 year later, into the new millennium,
Yeah.
2000. After Ecuadorian Congress was seized by indigenous organizers, Colonel Lucio Gutierrez, Carlos Solano, and Antonio Vargas deposed President Jamil Mujad Gutierrez, who was later replaced by General Carlos Mendoza, who resigned and allowed Vice President Gustavo Nobo to succeed Mujad.
Mendoza! But yeah, no, a lot of passing the torch there. So,
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Spike. I'm sorry, too
I
popular.
love that.
Yeah, I'm on a Funko.
I love that Simpsons rip.
Yeah. Mr. Spike, you have 2002 here.
The Caribbean dollar sets all-time low against the U.S. dollar.
Canadian.
Oh, Canadian? Oh yeah, the Canadian dollar sets all-time.
Which is
U.S. dollar 0.6179
yeah,
of a dollar.
61 cents to the dollar.
Damn, man.
Moving on up to 2003, a 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck the Mexican state of Colima, causing the deaths of 29 people and leaving approximately 10,000 others houseless. Home is where the heart is, so there's no such thing as homelessness. So don't say that I'm trying to politicize anything. Oh, he doesn't believe in the homeless. No, I believe in the houseless. You know, like I'm in a house. You know, if I was not in this structure of 4 walls and a roof, I'd still have home. You know, it's always,
Yeah.
you know, where the
Home is
hearthstone
where you make it.
Yes, exactly.
You like to see homeless naked?
Hey, no, home is where you make it.
Home is where you make it. Yeah.
Home, where you make it. Everybody know that, I think, boy.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Mr. Lunk, you have 2 paragraph long articles here.
Bring it on. 1 year later, 2004, NASA Mare the Mars rover Spirit ceased communications with Mission Control. The problem was in the management of its flash memory and was fixed remotely from Earth on February 6th. Also, same day, same year, Canada, the residence of reporter Juliette O'Neill is searched by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, also known as the RCMP, investigating leaks concerning the deportation of Meyer Irar.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of the Mars rover thing, it always fascinated me that they can remotely fix things like that. You know, like. I'm having trouble with a VCR. Meanwhile, these people are sending transmissions from thousands of miles away for a robot to repair itself. What?
Yeah.
You know, holy shit. Millions of miles away, actually. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could probably fix your VCR too.
I'm pretty sure they can. Well, I don't even have one anymore. Who even knows what a VCR is beside us old farts? You know? Like,
I still have mine.
Lucky you.
Dude, what pissed me off is that one time I saw a video of a kid who saw a floppy disk. Oh, look, somebody 3D printed the save icon. No, they didn't.
Oh man,
Mr. Spike.
I remember the giant ones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where we at?
2005.
In Belmopan, Belize, the unrest over the government's new taxes erupted in riots.
Dang. Stop taxing people, guys. People don't like it when you take your money without your consent. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. People are getting sick of that shit here right now.
Yeah, dude, gas is already $5 a gallon over here.
You heard about Zelle?
What?
If you did transactions even on Cash App and all that, if you did over $600 of transactions within a year, you're getting taxed.
Oh yeah, no, like the stupid new IRS bill. Anything that's 600 or more has to get looked at, which is a massive invasion of privacy. But you know, what does our government know besides taking everything? But anyway, moving on.
You know how much you can get for $600? A couple of shotguns in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they could suck my balls if they think I'm gonna pay taxes on $600.
Yeah. Moving on up to 2008, Black Monday in worldwide stock markets. FTSE 100 had its biggest ever one-day point fall. European stocks closed with their worst since 9/11, and Asian stocks dropped as much as 15%.
Yeah, that happened when I was 20 years old.
Dang.
Damn.
Also in 2008, the Eyak language in Alaska became extinct as its last native speaker dies. Man, that's really sad.
The death of a language, man.
Yeah,
horrible.
but they have brought back Latin somehow. Like, Latin's back. There's songs that are sung in Latin, so it's making a comeback. Like...
Well, I hope they still have somebody that at least researched the language who could bring it back.
They don't even cursive right no more, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, like I can't spell the whole alphabet in cursive anymore. I used to be able to, but I've lost it. I have trouble writing my name in cursive when I sign things.
Oh yeah, dude, I don't even bother.
Dude, have you seen that picture of like Biden holding up one of his stupid like things, but like instead of signing, he just put an X on there or something? Like,
Can't fucking read. Of course he can't.
yeah.
Yeah, I could believe that.
But anyway,
Definitely.
let's get back on track here. Mr. Lunk in 2009.
2019?
9.
Wait. 2009.
Yeah.
Well, 1 year later in 2009, Israeli withdrew the Gaza Strip, officially ending a 3-week war it had with Hamas. However, it immediately fired by both sides. So intermediate fire by both sides continued the week to follow. Yeah.
Damn.
Dang.
2011, anti-government demonstrations took place in Tarnia, Albania. 4 people were murdered via gunfire from armed police guards at the Prime Minister's office. Whoa.
Dang.
Oh, another one too. Damn, there's a couple. I gotta take a phone call. I'll be back.
Okay. Moving on up to 2013, we have several articles here. First and foremost, 30 people are killed in a car bombing in Salamiyeh, Syria. Then we also have 41 people were injured after 2 trains collided in Vienna, Austria. 18 people were killed and 24 were injured after a bus fell down a ravine in Yungas, Bolivia. One person was killed and 15 were injured by a magnitude 5.9 earthquake in Indonesia. And Jeroen Dijsselbloem, Netherlands Minister of Finance, became the president of the Eurogroup. So all these deaths and a promotion.
Damn.
Mr. Lunk?
Yeah, and 1 year later, in 2014, the Rojava conflict, the Zarzira canton declared its autonomy from the Syrian Arab Republic. Wow.
Moving on up to 2017. You know what? Moving on up to 2015, Italian fashion label Gucci names Alessandro Michele as its new creative director.
Yeah.
And then I put 2017 between 14 and 15 somehow. So
2 years later, in 2017, over 400 cities across the U.S. and 160 countries worldwide participated in the large-scale Women's March on Donald Trump's first day as President of the United States. Yeah,
Okay.
all that shit going on around the world about women, having injustice, and they're always silent, even to this day.
Yep. You see, it's
Whamming.
all pushing the narrative, Just what works, this week, what works next week, just keep them hating each other to distract it. That's what they do. Moving on up to 2018, Rocket Lab's Electron became the first rocket to reach orbit using an electric pump-fed engine and deployed 3 CubeSats. Now, what the Electron is... Now, I believe a CubeSat is a satellite that's a cube. But what an Electron is a 2-stage, partially recoverable orbital launch vehicle developed by Rocket Lab, which is an American aerospace company with a wholly owned New Zealand subsidiary. Electron was developed to service the commercial small satellite launch market. And what is a CubeSat? I never actually looked that up. It's a type of miniaturized satellite for space research that is made up of multiple cubic modules of 10 by 10 by 10 centimeter cube. They have a mass of no more than 1.33 kilograms per unit and often use commercial off-the-shelf components for their electronics and structure. So they're essentially homemade little satellite boxes. Then also in 2018, Gambian director Yahya Jammeh finally conceded office and left Gambia 2 months after losing the presidential election. So it took him a while.
Get the next one.
In 2019,
Yeah, get that one.
a light aircraft carrying EPL team Cardiff City's record signing Emiliano Sala of French Cup FC Nantes disappeared near the Channel Islands en route to Wales.
Damn.
The next one's also 2019. Do you want that one? Oh, wait, no. No, that's the same one. What the hell?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
I'll do this one.
Okay.
I'll do 2020.
Okay.
Also in 2020, well, 1 year later in 2020, the world's oldest asteroid, in fact, 2.2 billion years old, found in Yarra Bubba, Western Australia, may have ended the Ice Age, reported in Nature Communications.
Yeah,
Wow.
may have ended one of the ice ages. 2.2 billion
Wow.
year old asteroid particles. That's insane. How do you tell the difference between a moon rock and an Earth rock?
I don't know.
One's a little meteor. And in 2021, last year, Avril Haines was sworn in as the first female U.S. Director of National Intelligence by Vice President Camel-Toe Harris.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do deaths.
You sure? Do you
Yes.
want to do births?
I'll do deaths.
Okay. Moving on to births, we have Alexander, Prince of Scotland, 1264. Charles V of France, 1338. Antonio Maria de Bucareli y Ursua, 1717, a Spanish military officer and governor of Cuba. Ethan Allen, 1738, American general. Augustin Robespierre, 1733, younger brother of French revolutionary leader Maximilien Robespierre. William Henry Smith, 1788, a Royal Navy officer, hydrographer, astronomer, and numismatist, whatever that is. John Batman, yes, Batman is actually a last name somewhere. 1801, Australian entrepreneur and explorer. James Hamilton, 1st Duke of Abercorn, 1811, British statesman. John C. Fremont, 1813, a U.S. general, explorer, and politician, the 5th Territorial Governor of Arizona. Thomas Jonathan Stonewall Jackson, 1824, Confederate States of American general, only later to die from complications after getting friendly fired. He got shot by his own troops. Yeah, he got shot by his own troops and then died 3 days later from pneumonia or something. We have Olga Preobrazhenska, 1871, Russian ballerina. Is this why you didn't want Burst? Baldassare Negroni, 1877, Italian director and screenwriter. Edith Tolkien, 1899, wife and muse of J.R.R. Tolkien. Paula Hitler, 1896, younger sister of Adolf Hitler. Erling Persson, 1917. I didn't know Hitler had siblings. M&M
Yes,
founder.
he did.
H&M founder. Errol Barrow, 1920, first Prime Minister of Barbados. Shafiga Akhundova, 1924, Azerbaijani composer, first professional female author of an opera in the East. Did you see my light flicker?
No.
I think my light flickered. Benny Hill, 1924, English actor, singer, and screenwriter. Gene Sharp, 1928, U.S. political scientist and academic, founded the Albert Einstein Institution. Minza Chona, 1930, Zambian lawyer and politician, first Prime Minister of Zambia. Mike Medavoy, 1941, Chinese-born U.S. film producer, co-founded Orion Pictures. Paul Allen, 1953, U.S. businessman and philanthropist, co-founded Microsoft. Boo, Microsoft. Even though we use their platform as a device to record our show on. Discord is owned by Microsoft, for those of you who do not know. And Gilded is owned by Roblox, which might not exist too much longer. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, Roblox is actually one of the major shareholders is Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Then we have Nicky Butt, 1975, English footballer and coach. And last but not least, Dean Whitehead, 1982, another English footballer. Mr. Silwin, deaths are all yours.
Good, okay. We're starting off in 420, we have Yar Sturgit, king of the Saracen Empire. And in 1670, we have Claude Duval, French highwayman. Also in 1683, we have Anthony Ashley Cooper, first Earl of Shaftesbury, English politician, Chancellor of Exchequer.
Yeah, I don't know what that word is.
Me neither. 1699, we have Obadiah Walker, English historian and academic. Of course we know who this is. 1793, King Louis the 16th, 15th, 16th of France. You already know what happened to him.
Yeah, isn't he the one who got executed via beheading?
He got beheaded.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, 1809, we have Josiah Hornblower, U.S. engineer and politician, and a hornblower.
What a hornblower.
Yeah. Also, 1814, we have Jacques Henry Bernardin de Saint Pierre, French botanist and author. 1901, we have Elisha Gray, U.S. engineer, co-founded Western Electric. Wow. And in 1924, we have Vladimir Lenin, Russian lawyer and politician, leading the revolutionary and founder of the USSR.
Yep.
1945, we have Rash Bahar Bose, founder of the Indian National Army. And in 1950, we have George Orwell, British novelist, essayist, and critic.
Didn't he also write 1984 and various other things? Or
Yes, he did. Yes,
and,
he did.
and he made like the whole Cthulhu thing and all that stuff. Orwellian horrors, right?
No,
Or is that somebody else?
there's somebody else, I think.
Orwellian horror. George Orwell? No. Or was that somebody else? Yeah.
Also, in 1959, we have Frances Gertrude McGill, pioneer Canadian forensic pathologist. Oh, that's awesome. Forensic pathologist.
Hmm.
Wow. Also, in 2006, we have Abraham Rugova, Kosovo journalist and politician, first president of Kosovo. There. 2011, we have Evie Santa,
Satan Arena.
Santa Arena, English director, producer, and screenwriter.
Indian.
Two, Indian, yeah.
Yeah.
Also in 2013, we have Michael Winner, 2013 English director, producer, and screenwriter.
You're a winner.
Also, we have these two today
Hmm.
that happened today.
Yes. Today.
We have
Today.
yeah, today. We have Louis Anderson, 2022, U.S. actor and comedian. Also, we have Michael Lee Aday, also known as Meatloaf, American singer and actor, 2002. I mean, 2022.
2022. Yeah.
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 And
I
that's
do. I'd do anything for love,
But
but
I
I
won't do
won't.
that.
do that. And that concludes the show today. Once again, for your days, oh yeah, check the underbar for any links you may be interested in. Pardon me, for your dose of past events daily, I am A.O. Xander.
I am not.
And in the
Yeah.
audience, we have two Poppy and Spike Verde, who I believe is still on the phone. Anyway,
Yeah.
don't forget to subscribe and come on by every day at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We, we do history and everything, as you obviously have seen. Until you see us tomorrow, toodles.
Turtles.
These guys.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go.